Hello and welcome to my today's lesson, and my name is Nelly and I hope you're fine. Okay, today as you've read the headline down there, I'm talking about understanding the subjects taught in CBC. And as usual, I always remind you that CBC has three major levels, not three or four. So the first level, we said it is early year education, that is pre-primary and lower primary school. And then we have the middle school education, that is now the upper primary and junior secondary, and then the child goes to senior secondary school, and then from there they will diverse now to their respective, according to their careers, to either vocational colleges or the university. Now I want us to look at what are some of the subjects that they teach in CBC. And actually from January this year, the Ministry of Education combined some subjects because it was really a lot. And today I'm just covering the primary and the junior secondary school. I don't know if I will be able to cover it. I don't want to be producing too long videos because they are educational videos. So I just want to compress it into small information. So the Ministry of Education last year in December, they combined the subjects into one, either 2 into 1, 3 into 1, like that. The subjects that they were combined in primary level, they were agriculture and home science. Agriculture and home science were combined into one to form, and the name changed to agriculture and nutrition. Now the other subject that were combined was music, music, PE, that is physical education, and creative art. So it was combined into one. They just call it art activities. And then we also have those were the only one that they were combined, and actually it reduced a lot because those kids used to learn many things. And also it was repeated because some things that were taught in music, they were taught in art and craft. Some things that were taught in art and craft, some in PE, like that. So I think the Ministry of Education really did a good job, and teachers also were happy. At least, teaching too many subjects and repeating the same thing. Okay, in junior secondary school, there was a subject called health education. Health education, actually, what they were covering in health education, they were covering part of it in integrated science. So it was just combined to be one. And there was also life skills. Life skills was also combined, I don't know, with social studies. And social studies is no longer with the CRE. CRE is independent now. It is playing its part alone. But initially, mostly when the exams could be set, they would set social studies being with the CRE, which I think the government changed. And we are doing well. And personally, I follow it very, very keenly, and I like it because the government is also keen about the changes that they are making in CBC. So the subjects that are taught when the child joins PP1 and PP2, the subjects that are taught are 8 subjects, and they include language activities. We have mathematics activities, we have environmental activities, we have psychomotor. Psychomotor is movement activities and creative activities. We also have religious education activities, and for the blind, they do pre-braille activities. Why do we call them activities? Because these children, they have just started schooling actually, and they don't know how to read, so they just do activities like coloring, drawing. They can draw, they can write a letter A and then color it. They can write number 1 and then in bold, I think boldly, and then they can color it. So we call them activities because these kids, they don't know how to read. They can just recognize this is number 1. They sing that song 1, 2, 3, like that. I know you people, you are there and you understand it. So those are the subjects that these kids cover when they join PP1 and PP2. And in some schools, I think they have play groups. I don't know, but they do have. So in grade 1, 2, 3, that is now lower primary school, these kids are introduced to something called literacy activities. In literacy activities, literacy, they just learn how to write, good handwriting, how to read. They read long stories. They're being produced papers to read, stories to read. They can be bought storybooks by parents. That's literacy activities. or for the blind, they do braille literacy activities. Now they start recognizing the numbers, forming words, all that. And then also they do Kiswahili language activities, but we have also Kenyan Sign Language for the deaf learners, and we have English language activities, we have mathematics, we have environmental activities, we have hygiene and nutrition, and also we have religious education, and they also do part of the movement and the creative activities. Okay, they are all 8 subjects. So in grade 1, 2, 3, they cover 8 subjects, and that is, I think it is enough for them to do that, because in the beginning they were doing a lot. It was a lot of subjects actually that they were covering. Now, when the child goes to upper primary school, that is for grade 4, 5, and 6, the kid still does English, Kiswahili, or for the deaf, they do Kenyan Sign Language. We have some schools that they offer that Kenyan Sign Language for just to equip students or pupils with the skills. Skills are also important, because this kid in future or even in churches can help in interpreting what the preacher is saying, or in any occasion they can be useful. So we have some schools that they offer that. We also have agriculture, and as I told you, agriculture was combined with the home science, which is now agriculture and nutrition. We have science and technology. Science and technology covers science, plants and animals, and also they do technology, part of computer. These kids are taught the parts of a computer, and also what the functions of those parts, keyboard, the mouse, all those. And then also we have religious education. In Kenya, most of schools offer CRE, which is Christian Religious Education, because I think most of Kenyans, almost 80%, if I'm not wrong, are Christians. The other percentage, the other religions like Muslim, and I'm sure in some schools they offer those all religious education. And we have also social studies and art activities. Art activities, I told you, it is combined as one subject, because we have music, we have physical education, and then also we have arts and creative arts. So they, in general, they do 7 subjects. Initially it was around 10 to 11 subjects, but the government, through the Ministry of Education, they really did a good job. They reduced it into 7 subjects, which is not that heavy as it was in the beginning. At least if they compressed everything, and it is now understood that CBC was not that complicated. Actually, when it started, many people had many discussions, especially from parents, from teachers, but right now I know you guys are enjoying CBC, and you've loved it. It is not that demanding as it was, as we thought that it will demand a lot of time, resources, and so many things. But actually CBC is just, we use what is available in our surroundings. We improvise. That's what we usually do, improvise what we have to make it. Is creativity actually. So we have also optional subjects. In optional subjects we have subjects like indigenous language. Indigenous language is offered in places where we have pupils that they belong to one community, or these pupils, especially in those schools that are located in interior places. Maybe because in Kenya we have many languages, and these students or these pupils come from different backgrounds. If they are really schooling in towns like Nairobi, so it is hard for this teacher to teach those indigenous languages unless, but there is nothing like unless, these subjects are taught to in schools that are in interior places. And then we have Kenyan Sign Language. As I said earlier, there are some schools I know that they are offering Kenyan Sign Language, not because of the students they are deaf, but they offer it to equip their pupils with skills, because the teachers are there, and some teachers really did that. So they offer it to equip their learners with those skills that it can help them in future. We also have the braille literacy, that is for the blind. We also have foreign languages. Most schools that I've visited, they offer Arabic, French, and Germany. That's what I know. And I know most of the schools that they offer that. Personally, I know a school that offers Arabic and French at the same time, but most of the schools offer French and Germany. Okay, in CBC, as I told you, it encourages a lot of literacy, digital literacy, and therefore ICT should be included in all learning areas. So whether you're teaching which subject, any learning area, you should integrate ICT. It encourages the use of internet a lot. Pupils learn many things online, and so as a teacher you should be digital literate. And so yeah, so I encourage you to like this video and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed, because I'll be posting a lot of stuff about education. And also I was thinking I might do a video on in a country that they have also been offering CBC, and it can help a lot, because it can help our teachers and even the learners and parents. It can assist you in mentoring our pupils. So I'll be looking at that. The country that offers, no, I'll not say the country, because I want you to watch the video in our next I'm not promising in our next video, but I want us to do one video in a country that they have been offering that that CBC. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Like it, comment down there, because I want us to move forward and do a lot of stuff about education and all that. So bye, see you next time.